Number one is digital illiteracy. A couple of people running SMEs, they are digital illiterate. With this, they know too small, they are too ignorant about very many things in the tech world. And I would say that is digital illiteracy. So they will need to upskill themselves, to know what is up on standard, and they will need like some kind of training. So sometimes you face the challenges with bandwidth and data in a way that either one party, like the customers, may not be in position to be online all the time to access your service. But guess what? How do we solve these challenges and overcome them? It's a series of effort that you are not going to do, in one round. For things like digital illiteracy, SMEs can consider partnering with different companies that are in line with tech. For example, you may have digital literacy in your company and look for a tech guru like Sumic IT Solutions. You do a partnership for Sumic IT Solutions specifically to train your staff, on the trending technologies in your business, on how you can use the technology you have built in your business. So that kind of partnership can help you solve such a kind of a challenge. Things with rigidity to customers, well, here we will need to invest a lot in sensitization. Once you build some good technology, you have to take the effort and the initiative to look for where your target customers are and train them and do for them kind of videos, tutorials, different ads, trying to explain explain them on how, what you are doing or what you have built them, how it can benefit them, and what value it can add to them once they use it. Things like internet costs, sometimes they are way beyond, our limits on solving them because these are telecom companies that are mainly monopolizing the industry. When you look at the giants like MTN and Airtel, you may not go to them and tell them, you guys are making internet costs high. But here what we can do in most cases, we try to raise, a big voice through the government and the Ministry of ICT, putting a big call and a big attention, and we tell government, you know what, you can regulate these guys who are trying to monopolize the industry by making costs so high, because it's affecting the customers, and it's also affecting you as the person who is running an SME. So with such kinds of collaborations and talks, teamwork, definitely SMEs, can walk the journey of these challenges, and boom, they move, from low to stardoms. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
To me, challenges what we can face with technology with the SMEs is one thing. Like also the data nowadays is expensive for sure. Data is very expensive in Uganda. So you would like to do your work or like to post your work or to send, but at times you face the problem of data. Purchasing data, some things are very big to send, like they are big numbers, but you find yourself like you're financially unstable and you couldn't do that thing. So if I like my startup now reaching to my market for the problem of data, then I won't be able to do what? To reach my people, like people far away. So another thing is like technology is also expensive. It is not user friendly for most of the people. No, technology is very difficult. So most of us also, we can find out like most people like use us, but they are not able. Even they just know they have a very good phone, but they know to WhatsApp. Even WhatsApping, they're just sending audios. You understand? Because they know they cannot write. Some of them don't know how to write well, because not all of us are educated or have gone to some schools which are good. So we have that problem. Like the era is good, yeah, we hope for more, but the people in us, or like the community, or like the society, is not yet ready to cope up with that. And it will take us more years to brainwash them, or to tell them, like, to make them get used to the what? To the technology. So I would like to say, like, before I want to say like something which is now on like these digital number plates, which is coming out. To me, I would say it is okay. But for those who come, you know, who know how to use it. So us here in Uganda have a problem like even you see our cameras, you know, sleep cameras, they don't work well. So now I'm back online. Thank you. So to me, I will just talk about like we have more challenges with technology in our SME. Okay, I'll talk about also my vision and my plans to do. Yeah, I want to set up a studio and I want to set up a record label. But who am I going to use? Oh, the people like you to call that is you have. That is you have. So are they ready to cope up with the new? Because most of our artists don't know how to use the technology. They just give you like you want for my social media handles. At the end of the day, they save their money, they come. So we need more sensitization into our system and also to change the mindset of people so they can cope up with the system. Because we are still in the way of African life, you know. We grow like we move slow like this. So to me there are more challenges we are facing as we start up for our own things because also marketing is also difficult. You know, marketing on online, how many can purchase your thing? How convincing are you able to convince someone to buy your thing? Understand? That's why we want to go back. Our system here, we have to take a little bit some years for people to get used to what that system. Like I can sell my things at home. So as a startup, because I cannot afford to rent a very big shop in town, so what I will do, like I'll just put my things at home, but it will require me a lot of money, whereas with someone can buy my products. So that's also a challenge we are having, we are facing as startups. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll, thank you so much for your contributions. I would love to agree with my former speakers. Indeed, startups have really gotten a lot of challenges, right from tech to business, several of them. But zeroing down to what they have talked about, honestly speaking, I want to give you an example. My dad has a poultry farm, and he's this, what should I say, I don't know which generation that was, 1990, no, 1990s or 80s. This is someone who does not want to even use social media. He feels it's wasting time. You're buying data. You have to input and hear marketing words to entice people to buy. It's that rigidity within some particular generation that these things don't work. Yeah? So for you come up with your information and like, you know what? Let's create a social media account and you'll be like, maybe for the locals, they love Facebook. Okay, let's come to the Facebook page and probably start marketing there. You have poultry, maybe that is hens or something. And he's going to tell you, you know what, those things are not legal. It's that rigidity within our communities. And the other thing I would like to talk about is the fact that people out there know technology, they know social media. Let me zero down to social media. But there's that, should I call it a poison in the mind that someone thinks I have to only post how I dress, like you say. I only how to post, I'm in the office, I'm seated comfortably. People do not use this for SMEs. Someone can be working in a startup and has a lot of work to do in regards to marketing, probably posting, this is what we have, this is what our, and at times let me give an example of Summit. What if Summit was not welcomed with social media? And what he would do is, yeah, you know, I have an issue, I have this, I have that, and he does not use it. And if you have a talent of marketing, you have a talent of an online audience, people are not buying this stuff, or they do not know about Summit. You get, people are adamant. Me, I have a feeling they have what it takes to use technology to boost their pages or their startups. But unfortunately, due to the adamance, people do not leverage from that. In that, it becomes now it now becomes a setback to their businesses. Because trust me, I have a space, I have this and that, but I'm not working on my what startup. I'm not telling people what I have. People only seeing my new sugar. Trust me, it becomes a challenge. So people have to just wake up from that sleep. Yeah? The other thing is implementing new technology. There are people who are just so backward. Whatever thing you're going to come up with, are going to be like, no, that thing is not going to work. It's not going to work. Or you're just negative. Now, I've worked with startups, but one thing I have seen with them is they have okay, changing technology. It is constant. And it's the way to go. You're going to tell someone, you know what? You have this problem with marketing. People do not know you. You need to know how to. Please stop your talking to people. That is so organized. I can have my friends here. Maybe I just have to post them. But maybe like, oh, now this new thing, how are we going to do this? But you're going to call someone for a digital training. Actually, a free digital training activity, they won't appear. Yeah? They won't appear. So, separately, I will keep telling you, SMEs have challenges. Challenges of costs, especially technology, challenges of rigidity, but some of them do not stand up to solve them. That brings me to how we can solve the challenges that we have been dealing with. Partnership.
Just a minute. Talking about challenges, do you think it's appropriate for startups and SMEs and creatives to mix business with personal life?
Personal, I would not agree with that. Trust me, I wouldn't.
Because you see, some people use the socials to one promote their businesses and then two their lifestyle.
Well, to me, I think it will not be two ways because I can have my social and market or promote my business and promote myself as an individual in a good way, probably professionally, market myself professionally. For someone out there to look at me as a role model, to learn or pick something from me. Not now, what I do not want to talk about is me using it to become maybe to start making myself. Should I say I overdo it on personal basis other than business? That is the difference sometimes. Yes. As if they had a hand.
Hi. I wanted to ask something. Yeah, my question goes to Mr. Sumi. Sumi, you keep talking about the challenges. There is this one thing, and it's going to add up also what you're talking about. Most of us, me myself, I'm inclusive. It is very difficult when someone posts business. You take your time typing that link, but when someone posts nonsense, we all like, how are we going to do that? Because where we're going, we really need technology, and it's almost all over the world. But that thing is still very, very hard for us to check. I'm also inclusive. I cannot exclude myself because that thing is a big challenge. Whenever we post business, people don't turn up. But when it is nonsense, you can find a post with a lot of likes and you're like, what?
Before you answer her back, I would like to give you one advice. Separate your lifestyle from your business. You can have two Instagram accounts, your personal account and your business account.
Since sometimes you want to do that you want to have, you might find yourself mixed in there because when you like Shika said, they have a boyfriend, you might find yourself doing your boyfriend and you say,
To
actually
be professional, separate the two.
Well, so just be consistent, with your good work. This is just dust and gossip, and it doesn't take long. There's nothing good in doing something bad. You get it? Yeah. So keep doing the good things. This is just gossip. It will settle, and once it settles, you're the only outstanding person up there, and everybody's envying you and is looking up to you.
definitely they will change.
You know, it's always hard to separate business and lifetime and lifestyle at some point. But if you have two handles, one is yours and the other one is your business. If people normally like your, oh, sorry about calling nonsense. People normally like your nonsense. Please, at some point, find anywhere where you can fix your business or a link where they can tap, oh, this guy is beautiful. What does she do? And then let them tap into this thing to know that, oh, she's beautiful, but she doesn't have it. That's brilliant.
Okay, it's only we should move on, but I wanted to talk about the power of mindset. Like he has told you, people, especially in our country right now, what is normally given attention is gossip. Yeah? But if you have this positive mindset towards particular things, let us say business, or a particular person, or let's say in politics, someone who is inspiring you, it is good to put your mindset only that. It's not reasonable when you start following why you want to give this. That is crap. It's actually nonsense. But still, we shall go back to our point. It is good to have two issues. Do your nonsense on the other one, and the other side is mistake.
Thank you for all the submissions. Now, our next question is, how has technology helped SMEs create? How has SMEs helped SMEs create and start to build stronger customer relationships, improve customer